Well, what is going on, everybody, and welcome to the Rational American. Today is, what is it, Thursday, March 9th, 4:34 p.m. And boy, do we have a show for you today. Because there were fireworks. I got to be careful what I say. There wasn't fire, there were fireworks during some Senate and House hearings today, some committee meetings. And we're going to talk about one, which, to be honest, I didn't think was the most important hearing. So, for example, we covered two hearings today, and I actually have an announcement coming next week because I realized how important it is that the general public watch these hearings today when I was listening, and my son said something when we were in the car. And I'll talk about that after, because man, oh man, the general public misses out on so much about what's actually happening in this country in terms of the politicians that are representing them in Washington and what they actually believe versus what they say they believe on in life. It's really quite interesting. Someone said, been watching a chase. Oh, really? Where? Huh? On YouTube? Now you guys are going to make me lose my whole focus for the show. Let me see. They have him surrounded and they're hitting him with pepper balls. He doesn't look like he's fazed at all by it. You guys want to see it? Yeah, I know you do. I'm gonna continue on with my show, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little something real quick. Hold on. And we won't have audio for it, but I'm just going to do a little something, and I'm going to superimpose this bad boy right up in here, because you're all going to make me act a fool up in here. See what I did there? That was very good. I'm very talented, I must say so myself. So we'll keep this chase as they're shooting pepper balls up in the lower portion of your screen there. And and then I'll continue talking. This is a live chase. It's currently taking place in Southern California, I believe, somewhere in Wilmington Ave, California, and the police are shooting. I haven't been watching this because I was getting ready for a show that I have a lot to talk about. So we're gonna do that. It's got to sit over here now, but that's okay. Anyway, there's a lot of weird stuff going on, and obviously the first thing I was going to talk about was this hearing about Tabibi and Schellenberger, I believe their names are, the people that were doing the Twitter files. So there was a hearing today, and it was entitled The Weaponization of the Federal Government. The hearing, it's a special committee to investigate the weaponization of the federal government. Now, contrary to what many people believe, and including a lot of conservatives, my main takeaway from the Twitter files was that it provided evidentiary proof, right? That the federal government was participating in compelled speech, like clear as day. That's what was happening. They were influencing, both under the Trump administration and the Biden administration, they were influencing what people consumed. And which is the bigger issue. And I wish that Republicans today in the hearing made that more. I mean, Jim Jordan did say it several times, but I wish every single one would open up and say it's not the reason why we're so ticked off about this is not necessarily because they were censoring conservative speech, but rather that they were censoring. Actually, I don't want to watch this chase. This is distracting to me and I don't want to watch it. So sorry. If you guys want to watch the chase, you can go watch it. Come back and watch this later. I apologize for that. It's distracting for me because then I'm watching it and want to see what's happening. And I'll be honest, I'm going to keep it on the other screen. But there's no point in me trying to watch it right now. You know what I mean? Because I have like a whole thing. April busted. Oh, now they're moving in. Oh, come on. Come on. Now they're moving in on him. They're sneaking up behind him. Oh, now they're moving back real quick. What is going on? So is this car? See, this is bullshit. Oh, he's trying to drive his car into the police? Oh, look, he is. He's trying to drive back into police officers, as you can see. Oh, geez. What? Oh, you just ruined my whole podcast. Why do you guys tell me about a chase? Anyway, so right now we're watching something going on in Southern California. I guess this will just be a longer night. We're watching something that's going on in Southern California. And so I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll just cover this and then I'll start my show talking about all that stuff after. Because again, I do an audio only podcast and I take this. And so I don't want to, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So what I'll do is I'll switch this. I'll go like this, bada bam, take this one off, put me over in the little corner. Like this. Up, there they go. They're moving in. Oh crap, I'm blocking it. Hold on. Oh. Oh, what are they doing? He must not have weapons. Oh, they threw tear gas in there and he picked it up and threw it right outside. They must not. He must not have any weapons if they're getting that close. Oh, is he stuck on one of those barriers? That's why he can't move. One of those concrete things right there. Oh, this is quite interesting. Look at the camera can zoom in on him. Look, he's like, oh, tear gas. Oh, his hand's in a bag. Oh no, it's not. Oh. Someone said they've done it like 4 times, stuck on a post. Okay, so he's stuck on a post. I don't know why they don't. So what is the reason why they're not going in or sending a dog in at him or something? Are they? Does he have a weapon? Does anyone listen? Does anyone hear anything? Is he alleged to have a weapon? I know there was a long police chase. Oh, he's been stuck here for a long time. 30 plus minutes. But yeah, here, let me do this. Let me get this one open, and then we'll do a little bit of this. And we're just gonna do a little bit of this, right? And then we're gonna, oh no, is it not working? There we go. Haha. Then I'll go like this. Bada bam, bada boom. How you guys doing? You doing well? So anyways, this is a live police chase in Southern California. This guy's got tear gas inside his vehicle and he's crying like a sissy. What does he have in the back? Does he have like bales of hay? They look small. I don't know why they haven't moved in on him yet. You would think that they would move in on him, unless he has some sort of weapon. So far, he doesn't have a weapon, they say. That hearing was awesome. Yeah, we're going to talk about the hearing. I'm going to start the show after this because everyone was like, hey, there's a police chase on. So I figured, okay, once they get him into custody. Like, see, if I was one of those officers, I'd be pepperballing him right in the forehead right now. Like, straight up pepper ball. Bam, 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 bam. Like you see those pro pepperballers? This was earlier when they walked up. As you can see right there, that's early when they walked up. Oh, they put it in through the back window. So yeah, they have been just putting it in. Man, if I was one of those officers, you know how they do the pepper ball thing? Like when you got the pro paintballers where they're like, like that's what I'd be doing. Just filling it with non-lethal. Beanbag rounds, except you can't hit beanbag rounds in the head. I think that's probably, wrong. But man, someone said that may be your dumbass ex-husband. He's done that before. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. You gotta pick better minds. Anyway, so he's like really out there. If I don't understand what. Oh yeah, what was that they put down there? Oh, spike strips. Because they were worried about him driving away. He's stuck on a post. He's stuck on a post. Someone said I wouldn't doubt it if the dude was trafficking drugs. You think those are bundles of drugs in the back? Could be. It actually looks like they're pieces of trees, like tree stumps. He's just smoking a cigarette, hanging out of the window, smoking a cigarette. Unbelievable. I don't understand why they're not. See, this is the problem with the police. Because they've been vilified so much by the media and by everybody, they can't go and do what they usually would do, which is just drag him right out of that damn vehicle. If he doesn't have a weapon, I don't understand why they're not doing it. That's what I would do. Someone just said taser. I'd walk up with a whole ballistic shield, right? And then just be like, tased! You're done! Tased! They look like bundles. No, they look like trees, like tree stumps. He doesn't want to be in his car. Oh, look, they're loading it full of. They're shooting it again. He's like, "Come at me, bro." He's actually he probably. Do we think he speaks English? Have they said? I wasn't watching the chase, so I don't know. Jenna Ellis, a former attorney for the Sidney Powell Giuliani team, signed a stipulation saying that she made several false statements. Oh, what is that? What does he have there? It's a tank of some sort, but it looked like he was just huffing it, didn't it? I wonder what that is. It looks like a blue tank of some sort. Maybe that's why they're not going. Do they think he has explosives or something? I don't know why I just leaned in like I could see it. I can't see any closer than I already am right now, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, this is a live police chase, Southern California. Nobody really knows what's going on, but... What does he think will happen? They'll just let him walk? I don't know. He was huffing a balloon. Oh, yeah, he's huffing something right there. Look at him. I don't understand why they're not going in and pulling him out of the damn fucking car. Does anyone understand? He just had both hands out. He clearly isn't armed. Why aren't they going? Or maybe he's got something inside. I don't understand. Maybe he's rigged and he has a bomb. He is huffing the shit out of whatever that is. I wonder if he's trying to do himself in. Because whatever is in that valve, he is sucking on. He's sucking on the valve. You know what I'm saying? Teresa said, I'm just saying they hid drugs in avocados. That is very true. That is very true. Just in case anyone didn't realize, we are running a promotional deal, so please don't use coupons if you have them, unless you actually need to. But we are running something we're calling the mini ammo can bundle. We only have like 10 of them left because of our day sales today. Oh, who's this? Is that a cop or is that a civvy? This guy here. Is that a civvy? Looks like a civvy. Civilian. Civvy. He's like, come on out. Come on out, compadre. But this link that you see in the chat, this is a mini ammo can. Each one is a 30 caliber ammo can. It's going to have a bag of coffee, some stickers, patches, one t-shirt, and also it's going to have the book, First Line of Defense Inside the U.S. Border Patrol, which is written by one of our viewers. Yes, I said it. It's written by one of our viewers named James McFadden. I believe he was a border sector chief or something. He actually joined the Border Patrol at the young age of in his 30s. I don't remember the exact thing from when I read the book a while ago, because they sent me this book a long time ago. But it's pretty cool. It actually gives a good understanding of what it's like to be in the Border Patrol and a good look from the inside, which is not something we've seen before. So if you order one of our mini ammo can bundles, this book comes in it as well. And those bundles are $75. You get the ammo can, you get the patches, you get the hat, or not a hat. You get patches, stickers, coffee, everything, and shipping's included. Okay? And if you order more than one, so say you order two, I will make sure you have 2 different flavors of coffee and you have 2 different t-shirts. All right? So how about them apples? Whoa, so they were flipping them around and doing all that. Should we watch the whole damn chase over? Maybe I should just do this whole, just talk about this instead and not put out a podcast. For the audio only, guys, he's driving on a center median now. This is a pre-recording of him earlier. And he's driving around. Police were giving him, they were, what do you call that? Where the pit maneuver, left and right, spun him back on a highway, and then he narrowly misses another police car, then another one, then a van with ladders on top gets out of his way real quick. Oh, there he almost misses another one. Oh, he does miss another one, but he's driving on the center median. He couldn't get off it. It was kind of like a train on railroad tracks in Lesser Norfolk Southern. They usually stay on the railroad tracks, but that one got a little deterred there, and he, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How about that commentary? Wasn't that sick? Didn't you guys love that commentary? You really should. It was the best commentary you ever heard in your life. There's the link if you didn't see it already. Or maybe I should just do this. Boom! Scan that link right there or click the link in the chat. It'll take you right to the mini ammo can bundle. $75 includes shipping, and if you order it today, you will get it shipped tomorrow. Matter of fact, everyone except the one person who ordered it after I was driving to go pick up my kid, they already got it shipped. Like Bruce got it shipped, someone else got it shipped. But yeah, please don't use discounts on this, because the reason why we're doing it is to try to get rid of this and buy more coffee and buy more stock of everything else we do. So use that link. See, he's huffing. He's huffing. What is he huffing in there? What? Now he's got a pacifier in his mouth? What in the shit is going? What the hell was that? Oh, so that's a vape. So he's huffing something, but then he has a vape as well. It's very peculiar. I don't know what he's doing. I'm very perplexed. Someone says, "Where's the turnip voice?"
It's right here. This is what I would sound like if I'm on helium.
But oh man. Oh my God, Steve, you sound like a sport announcer.
I would do it. Mr. Jackass, get out of the vehicle, please.
Like, I can't hear what it's doing. So, but I know it's probably working, but I can't hear it. So someone said new vape puffer. All the kids are doing it. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Bye brain cells. Yeah, I'm not sure if he had a lot of brain cells if he's doing this in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's be honest, man. Not a lot of brain cells there. Not a lot of brain cells. But yeah, we're doing okay. We're trying to sell these ammo cans. More coffee. We got plenty of coffee. Awake Not Woke and blueberries. I can't believe the blueberry. You guys, and people are starting to get the blueberry already, so they're already tasting it and they're like, "Oh my gosh." I tell you, because I shipped out a bunch more blueberry yesterday and some today. So when you guys get it, you're going to smell it. Like my store right now, granted, I've been brewing it every day because it smells awesome. I've been brewing it in the store, even though we don't have any foot traffic. I've been brewing it because I like the smell. So my whole store smells like blueberries. Like it was when I walked in the back door after I dropped my kid off at my house, and I came into the back of the store, I was like hit in the face with blueberries. It's very good. But we are currently out of blueberry, and we're currently out of Awake Not Woke. We should have it either this weekend or Monday, so we'll ship it. But you can order it. I think you can order everything. But if I were you guys, I would order these bundles right there. Right there. They're the new bundles, the mini ammo can bundles. Okay, each one 30 caliber ammo can. Each one comes with a bag of coffee, patches, stickers, and a book written by one of our viewers. The book is called First Line of Defense Inside of the United States Border Patrol. It's written by James McFadden. So, yeah, get it. He's one of our viewers, guys. You know, so when you buy this, you're supporting them. And what I would ask everyone to do is once you read the book, go leave him reviews. He said it's on Amazon. I couldn't find it on Amazon, but they said it's on Amazon. So you could go and leave him reviews as well. But, Sarah Olin said, FYI, the best whole bean I've ever purchased, and I'm a sort of a coffee snob. Yeah, I know. I got to start doing... Oh, okay, so that guy wasn't a civvy. He has a walkie-on. I don't understand why they aren't... Or why aren't they going and get it? Steve, I need to reorder Trample the Weak and Hurdle the Dead. Bold coffee, please. I don't know what that is. That's not me. That's not me. Are you talking about Victory or Death? Someone said you were watching Smoke and Scan, and the last time the spike strips and all that stuff. Yeah, they're you can see them on the passenger side right here. You can see them right there. I don't know what they're waiting on, and they've been waiting for like 30 minutes or so. I guess they're waiting for him to finish whatever he's sucking on inside. He's sucking on some big tank of something. He's got it in his lap right now. That blue tank of something, and he's sucking on it. And you see all the cops. I mean. This cop has lethal out. This cop over here has lethal out. This one's got non-lethal. He's got non-lethal pepper ball gun. My pepper ball gun's not here. It's in my house. I should bring it back here. Yeah, that's non-lethal. But I don't know what that is. What? That's not a pepper ball gun, is it? What is that? Is that a tactical non-lethal shotgun? It's got yellow on it, so I assume it's non-lethal. But don't their shotguns also... Like, doesn't the LAPD, from watching shows, don't the LAPD load non-lethal and lethal in their shotguns? I don't know. Someone said he probably either wants to commit S by smoking all that or wants to get real high by the time he goes to jail. Yeah, I don't know. My guess is that they're going to have to move in eventually and pull him out. I don't know why they haven't done it yet. You know what I mean? I don't know why they haven't done it yet. Mike Comstock said, I was looking to stay awake all night on my new bag of coffee. It did not happen. What? What did you buy the Flying High? Is that one? I mean, I'll be honest. Outside of a like a half a cup that I had one time of Flying High, I've never had. I don't drink it because it's very caffeinated. So it's too caffeinated even for me. And I drink coffee every day. Someone said, don't smoke. Don't if the tank is flammable. He's huffing nitrous, someone said. You can get non-lethal shotgun rounds, yes. No, they're getting ready to move in. They have to be. But wouldn't you think they would call like tactical people up? They had the riot shield on the other side. Flying High is your favorite. My favorite by far now is the Frank 01. That is my favorite by far. Frank 01 is I brew it every day here just so I could drink it. You know what I'm saying? It is literally the best coffee we have. Close second, Awake Not Woke, and then the French Roast. Like, those are the ones, and Harlem's Finest. I kind of like Harlem's Finest. Harlem's Finest is like our little secret because not a lot of people order it. I'm not quite sure why, but that's like our little secret because that's a really good coffee too. So I can always count on having that. We always run out of Awake Not Woke. We always run out of Wake Up America as well. Look, he's still trying to leave. He can't leave. He's got the truck in reverse, trying to reverse or go forward out of it. But he can't go anywhere because he's stuck on. Maybe he's trying now to catch the vehicle on fire. At that point, that would make the police actually have to go in and get him, right? To save him. Those do look like tree stumps in the back. Or maybe he's just trying to smoke out the officers while he tokes out. I'm very curious. Someone said it's nitrous. They're saying that he's got nitrous, and that's what he's token on in there. I don't know if that's been verified by anybody. All semi-automatics, I should say. Someone said he's trying to leave. It looked like he was going in reverse, though. Because he definitely tried to go in reverse earlier, but those two police cars are backed up. And I wonder if he would have been able to get out in reverse. If those two police cars weren't there. Because those two police cars are backed into each other. And then there's all the other police cars. And then when the camera zooms way out, look at all the cop cars. Oh, my goodness. But cop cars are also down there, too. So they must be holding a perimeter there. Uh-oh. Look at all the cops. They have it all shut down there. They have a pretty big area blocked off. I wonder, did anyone that was watching the feed before, have they evacuated the surrounding houses? Did you see any of that going on? Did they evacuate any of the houses? I don't know. I don't know. Looks like we sold at least one more ammo can. Did it pop up on the screen? Oh, it didn't. Here. Now it'll do it. So if anyone buy, oh, where'd I go? You don't want to miss me. There. Now when you make a purchase, it'll pop up on the screen as a way of us saying thank you. But yeah, if you order these mini ammo can bundles, we don't have a lot. And here's the thing, like if it says that we're out of a certain size, like for example, like Teresa just bought an extra, oh, you bought 2 extra larges. Gotcha. So does it say we're out of extra large now? Here, watch. Because what I'll do, no, it doesn't say we're out yet. No, it says we have 1 more extra large, but we're out of 3X. If someone wants a 3X, here, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll change this and I'll put 2 more 3Xs available because I'm going off of the amount of cans that I have, not the shirts, because I have plenty of shirts. And just so you guys know, you may get, if I see you have a female name, you may get like 2 t-shirts because I got a bunch of like V-necks and stuff, the old back to blue ones that I want to get rid of. I have a whole pile of shirts. So I may end up giving extra shirts to people that order this just to get rid of them. But you're guaranteed to at least get 1 shirt. And if you're lucky enough and I don't have your size, then you're going to get a new t-shirt that'll be shipped separately, but you'll get an email notification. But you can order that right here. Links in the chat. Bada bing. Or if you like high-tech stuff, whoosh, bah, whoosh, bah. All you have to do is scan that code if you're watching me on your big screen, which you should be, because then if you watch me on your big screen right now, like if you got a really big TV, like one of our TV winners, like Zach, I'm talking to you. If you watch on a big screen right now, if you stand next to my silhouette when I'm like this, it's probably about the same size. Nah, actually, no. It's like me in real life is what I was trying, where I was trying to go with that, but I fucked it up because I'm super awesome like that. But yeah, you know, that's how we roll. This dude didn't know where he was going to shake the cops off chasing him. Yep. The sports room said your channel is like reminding me of watching QVC lately. LOL. JK, big dog, do your thing. Cheers. Yeah, we got to. It's the only way we're able to keep doing this stuff, bro. It's the only way. You know, we don't do the YouTube monetization much. They don't monetize our videos. We ask you not to super chat. Because like all the people that would want to send a $20 super chat or all that, hey, listen, I appreciate it. I'd much rather you go buy a bag of coffee, though. Am I making $20? No. Am I making less than I would on YouTube? Yes. But are you getting some amazing coffee that you're going to tell all your friends about and they're going to come buy my coffee? Yup. That's why I'd rather you just spend it that way. That's why we do all the discounts and all that stuff. It's so much more worth it for me, for you guys just to try some amazing coffee or some of our patriotic bundles. I actually sold a patriotic bundle in person. Like someone came into the store and they're like, what's with all the ammo cans? And I said, well, you can buy them individually. But then I told him what I do online. And he's like, can I buy one in person? I was like, yes, you can. And I said, I'll make it right now because the big patriotic as F ammo can bundles, they come with the whiskey glasses. Check these bad boys out. That's not the one that I'm linking in the chat. But if you go under the bundle tab, you'll see it. There you go, Jennifer. Or I think you're the one that bought it before. Shout out to Jennifer. But look, they have a lifetime warranty. We stand behind our product's lifetime warranty? What? You can get a lifetime warranty for the cups as well. No shit. So yeah, check this out. Yeah, and we do the Declaration of Independence. We got the Constitution. I'm going to add some other ones. There may be personalized ones. And I know what you're saying. You're like, Steve, that's a whiskey glass, not a coffee glass. Well, what you could do is buy some of our cold brew, chill it for 18 hours, put it over some ice, and sip that son bitch out of your whiskey glass. That's why we do it. Because the whiskey glasses are sick. Fuck, I've got energy. And you know why I have energy? Because I can't go home. Because my son is puking and shitting at the same time. So my wife is like, you know, because it's funny because during one of the hearings today, Bernie Sanders was like, why aren't you, to Norfolk Southern, he's like, why aren't you giving universal state health care, blah, blah, blah. Are you going to pay for health care? All the shit he was saying, but it made me realize, like, we are fortunate. My wife gets sick days, right? And railroad workers do not get sick days. However, my wife does get sick days. So when my kids are sick, I'm like, guess what, dear? I can go live and make money, but I can't do that if I'm cleaning up shit and diarrhea. So you get sick days. You have to use them. She always feels bad doing it. But yeah, she said today he was, and this is gross, but whatever. We're all family. That's why I could talk about this. Apparently he was in the bathroom and he's puking. And oh, look, here's a big part of the chase they keep showing. He's trying to figure out where to go right here. Oh, he makes a stop at an intersection. What's he going to do? This is earlier today, right? What you see. Where'd my finger go? I'm wired today, boys. Yeah, so apparently he was in the bathroom puking, and all of a sudden, and for some reason, I think he was going to the bathroom. And then he started getting sick. And so he got off the toilet, bent over. And then when he was puking, my wife just walked in. And as she opens the door, he started going out of both ends. And I've told you guys about our pit bulls when they had diarrhea. You know, when the pit bulls did it and they spin around and smear shit all over the walls. Yeah, that's what my son did today. All over the tub, shower curtain, the bathroom. So when I got home, it's cold out today. When I got home, every single window in our house was wide open because apparently, because it smelled awful in there. Yeah, so he's been sick, and that kid, Like, everyone's like, oh, he's got to take vitamins and all that because he's always sick. Nope, the kid picks his nose, he eats it, he picks up random shit off of the floor. No matter how much we try, he's just not a clean person. Like, the other day, he was playing outside. 2 days after it rained, we got an issue with our French drain, so our backyard isn't draining properly when it rains pretty heavy, which I'm going to have to figure out. But the kid was covered. I'm not joking when I tell you this. He was covered from about here down in mud because he's playing football out with himself outside, just running, tackling himself into the mud, getting up, running, tackling himself in the mud, wearing school clothes. My wife she didn't like, because I was like, what are you doing? He's wearing his school clothes. But yeah, he just started eating goldfish, which I told my wife, I'm like, that was stupid. You gave him goldfish because if he pukes, he's gonna cry now because of the goldfish, because it's gonna hurt. But I'm also like, she got mad at me the last time I said, is he drinking anything? She's like, I know how to be a parent. I'm like, okay. Okay. But Buster Tosh is saying stuff in the chat. What are you saying, homie? Truth is the truth. Let me see. I just hope they don't kill him. Not sure what he did, though. Pretty sure those cops are anxious to shoot him. Shut the fuck up. You don't know if the cops were anxious to shoot him, they would have already shot him. Clearly, they're not anxious to shoot him. So why even say stuff like that, Buster? If they were anxious to shoot him, they would have already shot him. That's the problem with society today, is people just make these stupid statements, trying to pass them off. And everyone's allowed to have opinion. We heard it today during the hearings that it's perfectly okay to have a faulty opinion. We hear that. We know that. But the problem with that is, when you say something stupid, you make yourself look stupid. And I know, I'm sorry. See, I have a warning on these videos now, right on the screen, so nobody can get pissed at me because I am super abrasive. And like I said, I'm not going to cater it. It doesn't matter how much money you spend in the store. I'm not going to not say what I want to say on my own show. That dog is just chilling. Look at that dog. He's like, what's up? He's like, pepper? Smelling all the tear gas and pepper balls. But someone said, good being a kid. Yeah, good. Yeah, he's just a messy kid. He's just a messy kid. I'm watching this video and I keep leaning in because I think it's going to help me see more, which it's not going to. But I keep leaning in to see if they've evacuated the nearby residences, which would be a sign why they maybe didn't move in on the police. I don't know. It looks like that dude had to take a leak, so he went and asked the people in that home if he could take a leak. Actually, where's he going? Because he's got a ballistic shield with him, and he's going up to the... Oh, maybe... I bet he's trying to get onto their porch to have a higher vantage point for their non-lethal Buster. Hopefully they don't do anything lethal. I don't see why they would. He doesn't pose a threat, from what I understand. Although, they are appearing that he does. Oh, yeah. See, they are evacuating the households. They're evacuating neighborhoods. Oh, they got a little kid and all that. This dude has to be armed in some capacity for them to do it like that. So they are evacuating neighborhood houses. They are evacuating neighboring homes. He's still huffing on whatever he's huffing. He's a huffing. This is live, yep. Buster Tosh said, you hope you're wrong. I hope you're wrong too. Janine, I sent you an email back yesterday. I didn't get it. For anyone that doesn't know, you may have seen the other coffee that we had on our website. That was like, it was like a black bag with a white label, and it had these, different markings, and it was shipped from California. We don't work with that company anymore because we had a complaint about, and it wasn't necessarily about the coffee. It was about the packaging of the coffee. And so I decided we're just going to keep it all in-house. I'm not subbing out anything anymore. So we canceled out that, and those were some of the cold brews. So now you'll see we have even more cold brew. And I thought I waited till everyone placed their order, but I think Janine, which is not Jolene, but whatever. Janine had a cold brew order that I fucked up on it, and so it's my fault. She just said, "I'm sorry that I'm R." Oh my God, you said the R word. We're all going to hell. But no, it's not your fault. It's completely and utterly my fault. 100%. The only thing I need from you, Janine, is to let me know which 2 bags of cold brew you would like, or I'll just refund you for the bag of cold brew you originally ordered. So we can do here's what I suggest. If you like cold brew, here's what I suggest, right? You get the Frank 01, because I've already had that as cold brew, and oh my God. Well, actually, I think the Awake Not Woke is better as cold brew, because you taste the mocha, you taste like chocolate. It's very good. It's very good. But I'm curious, because I don't like flavored coffee, but I'm curious to see if any of you guys have ordered our French vanilla cold brew, which I don't think anyone has yet. And I'm curious to see what your review is. You know what I mean? Beastmaster 00123445 said, "You are legit so smart, bro." Yeah, thanks. I know. Yeah, that's what all smart people say. They just, they're just like, yeah, I'm smart. Janine, she said, "No, I want the coffee. Do they refund? I will shoot you an email tonight with what I want as a replacement." Do not refund. I got you. Yeah. Okay, yeah, just tell me what you want, Janine. I'll send you an extra bag of coffee too, because it's my fault. Tam said, "Steve's in rare form today. Loving your coffee product too much." No, actually. I haven't had coffee in several hours. I have a whole thing brewed up there, but I haven't had any coffee. How coarse should my beans be for cold brew? They should be pretty coarse. Pretty coarse. I don't have anything. Here's what I would say. Bigger than the tip of your pen. Like, see, here's a pen. Bigger than, watch the silver part on this pen that you can't see. Ready? Watch. Ready? About that big. That big. That's what I find works the best out of the cold brew one that I have. So, because otherwise you'll get, if you get the dust, you'll still get it. What I do is I brew the cold brew, right, for 12, and you do notice a difference. If you do it for 12 hours versus 18 hours, there is a noticeable difference, and the 18 hours is way better. But what I do is I take out the filter at that point, and then I filter the entire, all the cold brew, I filter it again through a regular coffee filter to try to get it out. And it works. And it's really good. Teresa said, "So what if Steve is in a good mood? It's better than him being sick." I know. Some people like me in a good mood. Some people don't like me in a good mood. Some people complain when I'm abrasive. Other people complain when I'm not being abrasive and trying to be cool and calm and collective for everybody. Can't make everybody happy, And I'm not going to try anymore. That's a big thing. I tried for a long time. I'm not going to do it. But I'll tell you one thing that's for certain. I think the live streams during the day, they may be continuing for a while. I got to figure out one missing component to make sure that it works. Here's what I was thinking. All these hearings, right? And you got to look through them, and you got to find the list, and you got to just catch a particular hearing when it goes live. What if you had a website you could go to every day where they had every congressional hearing live, and then, just like I did today, where I switch back and forth, and there was one main live feed that stays live, maybe 12 hours a day, and it runs commentary, it runs breaking news, but it also switches between the different committee meetings. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. What is this? Beastmaster 00123445 said, how do you know all this knowledge, bro? You are so smart. Well, I have to say that your use of the English language makes it difficult for the lesser than to understand what you're trying to say, because you wouldn't say, how do you know all this knowledge? Because that's just fucking stupid. But what I will say is that, what? I lost my train of thought. I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say. I know you're trying to troll, and you're fine, Beastmaster. I'm not banning you. I won't ban Beastmaster until someone buys a box. If someone buys a box right now, I will ban Beastmaster. He'll be gone forever. Forever. It's kind of like when I did the Asmoot. Remember that? when he was our troll of the day discount. And then he went and bought a sweatshirt. And then the best part about it is he put like the sweatshirt got returned to sender. And so I sent him an email and I'm like, hey, dude, your sweatshirt came back. He bought a discount using his troll name as the discount. And then he's like, oh, why don't you just give away the sweatshirt on your show? So I did. I gave it away. And I was like, this is like, that's the best thing in the world, man. Someone just check out your congressperson for your county usually has it. Huh? Beastmaster 000123445 said, what? How is that fair? How is that fair? He doesn't want to get banned. Fine, I'll do this. If one person buys a box, I won't ban him. If two people buy a box, one of those ammo cans that I just put in the chat right there, I will ban him. Or I will mute him so nobody has to listen to him being stupid. Look, they're evacuating more people from the building.
We have more people coming out of the building.
That person's like, I don't want to leave. That officer's like, you must leave now. And the lady's like,
I don't want to leave.
you must leave.
I don't want to leave.
You must leave now.
I don't want to leave.
Don't tell me what.
Don't tell me what to do. Oh, wait, is she going to go try
Had to talk to her. They took the other family out behind the ballistic shield. Was that out of the... No, that was out of that red yard, the red brick yard. Where the officers are. That's where they took the family that had the little baby behind the ballistic shield. Teresa said, you cracked me up. Thank you. That is good. I should crack you up because that's what I do. Things are going to get rocky for that goofball, somebody said. Red Bull and Angry Turnip visits are my favorite. Yeah, the Red Bull ones I get kind of wired. No, I'm just in a good mood. Whenever I have, whenever my wife is miserable, like cleaning up puke and vomit and all that stuff, I don't know why. It just puts me in a good mood. Because I know that she's doing it. So I always try to make jokes. It doesn't put me in a good mood that she's doing it. It puts me in a good mood knowing that no matter how bad my day is, cleaning up a 7-year-old shit and vomit at the same time is way worse than the worst of my days. That's what I meant to say. Did you see Not the Bee post about Mini Tifa and Black Rebel? I did not. What is the Not the Bee? Is that the opposite of the bee? I don't know what that is. You can put it on Twitter and I'll find it if someone finds it for me. It's funny because this dude, so Alex Stein, anyone who doesn't know who he is, he's a funny guy, but he's got a Blaze TV show, and he made a comment about one of his guests. He said something like, are you picking up, should I just play it? Okay.
Some people. That's why you got to watch out for those nappy-headed women. They come in there. They're around. I know.
And so he made that comment. So he made a video kind of apologizing for it, but not really apologizing for it. And then someone, so I commented on, I read his comments because I knew there was going to be one person that, one white ally to black people that was going to condemn Alex. And of course I found it, didn't take very long. And this guy's name is Brian T on Twitter. And he said, using words like that around black folks is offensive. This doesn't help us grow a larger base when we use words like this to describe someone. Black conservatives take one step in the room and listen and then turn right back around. And I was like, well, that's weird how a white dude says it's offensive to black people, but the black people on the show say it's not offensive. Because Alex Stein called the guy that he was interviewing back, and they did a video chat where he's like, sorry if I said anything offensive. He's like, dude, you didn't say anything offensive. And then that dude, and then all my viewers and plus everyone else with a brain cell has been commenting on that original comment. And this guy's like, I talk to black people. How many black people do you talk to? I could speak for them because I listen, and then I tell white people what black people say. And I'm like, you're so stupid. Like, people are so dumb. Like this racist thing, like all the racial stuff in this country now is almost entertaining when you think about it in a level as a whole, right? I mean, let's be honest. There are the straight up racists in this country. We know that. Those people are scumbags. Nobody likes them. Everybody hates them, actually. And that goes for any race, because being a racist doesn't mean you're white. Being a racist means you're racist and bigoted against a group of people based on skin color. Literally, that's what it means. Derek said, where's this comment thread? Okay, I'll do it. I didn't want to, but okay. Have fun. Have fun, Derek. I don't share links in my chat, but I'm doing it for you guys. I do it for you. Everything I do is for you right now. But there's the comment thread. You know, and all the comments are really funny. Really funny. But, yeah. But yeah, the racial things are funny. Cori Bush tried it yesterday during a hearing. She tried to say one guy was like being racist about something, and then he explained what he meant, and he's 100% correct. Actually, you want to take a break from this just for a second? Watch this video. Where'd it go? This was during a congressional hearing yesterday.
Think tank and oil titans whose expertise is in maximizing profits, especially at the expense of our Black, our brown, and our indigenous neighbors' health, safety, and well-being. One of these so-called energy experts is a philosopher who has previously espoused white supremacist views.
Listen.
For instance, in his 2000 college newspaper, he wrote, quote, "The African and American Studies Department has 23 classes. In many of these classes, African culture is presented not as inferior to Western culture, but as on equal footing with it. In other departments, the same is done with Latin American, Indian, and American Indian culture." End quote.
And then they say end quote. But what's funny is as soon as she rests her speech, which she does in just a minute, and then Mr. Fallon, who's chairing it, obviously a Republican, he decides to do what a lot of the Republican leadership are doing now, is they're giving people a chance, extra time, specifically witnesses, extra time to answer allegations that are levied against them. So listen to the response from this kid who's Alex Epstein. A shitty name. I'll be honest with you. But listen to the response from this guy about the original study. And this is such proof that politicians are all full of shit, because they take one segment of something he writes because it spins a different narrative. Listen to what he says and tell me you don't agree with it.
Stein to please begin his opening statement. And because you were directly mentioned, as a chairman's discretion, I want to give you an additional minute if you'd like to address the allegations levied on you against the ranking member.
Yeah, it'd be great if they put up the cards again. Yeah, so thanks for giving me a minute to address truly despicable and false attack on me, claiming that anything I've ever said is white supremacist, and then trying to imply that that's something.
Whoops, I gotta just say, like, everyone should listen to his response to this, because he's 100% correct. Listen.
How applies today. So I don't know if you want to put those cards back up, but what I argued and what I've argued for my entire adult life is that Western culture is superior in the sense that it promotes individualism and freedom. And I have fought my entire life for freedom around the world, including in Africa, including in Asia, including in India. And I want everyone around the world to have the same opportunities that I do in the United States. There are different places around the world that are in many ways inferior. They have female genital mutilation. They have slavery. These are not as good as not mutilating females' genitals and not enslaving people. And so I make no apology. And the idea that this is associated with skin color is despicable and racist. Skin color has nothing to do with ideas. Where you came from geographically is irrelevant. What's relevant is what's true. So you can have.
That was one of the best retorts to like one of these fake racist comments ever. I firmly believe that. It was one of the better ones that we've seen or heard in a long time. Someone said the sound was screwed up. What? Say what? I think it was screwed up for you. Hopefully, it was all choppy. Was it choppy for everybody or just Daniel? Was it choppy for everybody or just Daniel? Daniel. Because that could be an internet thing. Reef Keeper said, boom, he nailed it. Yes, exactly. It was one of the best, counter arguments. Sarah said it was fine. All right, Daniel, I'm sorry to say this, but it could be your Obama phone. They may be cutting off the internet. I'm just saying. Did they find the person who shot the cops last night in California? Yeah, they did. They found him dead from a self-inflicted gunshot. So yes, they sent in a robot, and the robot was able to discover his body. So he's dead. 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 He shot 3 cops, I believe, yesterday. They're all expected to survive. Guys, if you didn't know, we made a special bundle just to get rid of these 30 caliber ammo cans that we have. So each of these bundles, and I got creative with the name, right? Because I called it the mini ammo can bundle, right? Because we have our regular ammo can bundle, which is in the 50 caliber ammo cans. They come with like the whiskey glasses and all that stuff, right? Well, our mini 30 caliber ammo can comes with a U.S. surplus 30 caliber can. It comes with a bag of coffee, random bag. You don't get to choose. It's just whatever. It will be ground, though. You won't get whole bean. It also comes with stickers, patches, a t-shirt in the size that you select. And it comes with a book written by one of our viewers, First Line of Defense, Inside the U.S. Border Patrol by James McFadden. He was a Border Patrol agent. In this book, I got to give it a shout out to them. I think I've talked about it on the air before. But they sent me this book, I don't know, maybe a year ago. And I couldn't figure out where it was because I read the book and I meant to talk about it on the air. Actually, I meant to leave him a review, but I couldn't find it on Amazon. And it's a really good book. And he writes how I write. You know what I mean? Which means you can read it really fast. But I really enjoyed the book, and so they sent me a bunch of the books to give to you guys in hopes that you will tell people what it's really like, for the Border Patrol, what they go through. They have some photos in the books of different things of, snakes and the border wall and snow at the border in Jacumba, California, and memorial crosses in the field for agents, an agent who perished in 1997. Snakes. They got pictures of snakes. I mean, what better book? What better book? This bundle, I didn't know it snows so much. And then seizures of drugs. Look, they were still, that's a black and white photo from 2006 because it's not color. But in this book right there, you see, look at all that drugs. They've been smuggling drugs forever. Anyway, we're giving one of these books away as well in the bundle. The bundle's $75, and that includes shipping. And we will, and we're not doing that unless you use a gift card on it. You know who you are. But everyone else gets priority mail. The one person who used a gift card, I saved $5 by not shipping it priority mail. But yeah, Connie said you sent my book to your brother and sister. I had one of those books in here. Where'd it go? My books. I mean, my book really. I'm gonna make another one. I'm writing another one right now, called "Inside the Mind of Nancy Pelosi." Yep, it's gonna be a real page turner. I'll put that on Amazon and sell another 500 copies. I still can't believe I've sold over 700 copies of a book with empty pages. The best part is when people leave reviews because they bought the book and they didn't know. It literally is a joke. It's empty. Do you know what I mean? There's no words in it. Well, there is words. I give a shout out to all the yeeters. You know what I may do? Ooh, I should write a book and then do a thank you page and list all the yeeters. Like a book about Nancy Pelosi. Or I should do a book of every registered American, every Democrat registered American, and just do these initials and just be like, you are the reason why America's losing. And just publish their initials. Something like that. It would be funny. Janine said, I gave the blank Joe Biden book as a gift. Very nice. Is your thoughts of a Biden book in its second printing? I don't know what you mean. I'm still working on my actual book, but it's getting too personal. I don't know how to make it not personal about my life, Because, there's my life that I share on social media, and then there's my life, like my youth and stuff like that I don't quite know if I'm ready to have all that stuff out there. So, and I always, whenever I'm writing, because that's where it's hard, because that's where a lot of my adult decisions come from, is from my life experiences as a youth. So I keep like scrapping it. People like personal. Yeah, I don't like personal though. But what was it? It was One Man, a Scooter, and a Divided America was the title I had for it. And it's funny because I've only been on camera riding a scooter twice, and it was the most fun I ever had. It's so much better than walking. You know what I mean? But you would, that book, always wanted to write one of your own. Yeah. Jeff said, so be personal. By the way, have you decided to be a female powerlifter yet? I mean, I could become a world champion just by doing a regular workout. Because there's no woman that can lift, based on the records that I've seen, there's no woman that has a deadlift even close to mine. I think the deadlift for women's is, 580, something like that is the record. And I could crush that record right now. So if I identified as a woman, I could become a world championship power lifter. You know? But I don't want to shave my beard. And there's a whole problem with like pretending you're a woman. You know, I just can't get behind. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Chris said, do a book about why today's government sucks and have clumps of the pages stuck together. That's funny. That's funny. But yeah, yep. He's got jokes. How many of you guys are gonna go and buy the bundles? The bundles, you must buy it. Because I think, how many do we have left? Let me see. Let me check. Well, let's do this, and then go like this, and then go like created, newest first. I've got 8 more bundles left. What? So I've only sold 6? 6? Damn. Yes, I've got 8 more. 8 more bundles. 8 more. We have, here, tell you what I'll do. I'll put another extra large, and I'll get rid of the smalls, because we don't have a lot. Which sucks, because I have so many small shirts. Oh, that cop's moving. They're not worried about him being able to reverse. He was reversing before. Now they're not worried about it. But yeah, so let me make that 0, and I'll add another extra large. Keep in mind, if you buy 2 of these, so say you buy 2 of these special bundles that we're putting together right now. If you buy 2 like extra larges, I'll make sure you get different t-shirts. I'll make sure you get different bags of coffee as well. So you don't have, and the way I'll do it is if you order them separately, so like say you want 2 extra larges, but you don't want different items in it, that you'd rather have the same items, then, well, there's no guarantee you're going to get the same shirts or coffee for that matter. So never mind, doesn't matter. But I will make a 100% effort if you order 2 on the same order, like someone just did prior to me saying it, who I think was Jennifer, no, Teresa, she bought 2 of the extra large. So you'll get 2 different t-shirts and 2 different bags of coffee. Yeah, just someone said, why so much caution if he didn't have something dangerous? That's what I'm thinking. He must have a weapon. They must have some sort of inclination that he has a weapon or something like that. I don't know. Matthew Lambert said, I'm gonna put up a TV at my farm stand this spring, and I'm playing the Rational American. Well, hell yeah, you should. Hell yeah, you should. You should also brew some Pure Truth coffee. I don't know where the camera is, where I have to look. Breaking news, mass shooting in Hamburg. I know, didn't you already say that once before? Hamburg, Germany. There was a mass shooting, someone said. We're kind of focused on things here in America. It sucks that mass shootings are happening anywhere, but hopefully there are no Americans, because I know we have Americans in Hamburg. Hopefully no one, whatever. I don't want anybody to get hurt. I don't want any mass shootings anywhere. I had all sorts of stuff I was going to talk about today. It's all kind of gone out. It's all gotten sidetracked. Like this trial with all the Proud Boys in D.C. There's a lot of weird shit going on, dude. Now they've introduced a lot of their evidence has been, or a lot of the prosecution's case is built off of conversations that the inmates, the detainees, had with their attorneys on jail-owned phones, which is crazy. Crazy. And I mean, that sets up a lot of precedent because it's going to make a lot of arguments for bail where you got to give bail because then you could cite that the phone conversations of when you're communicating with your attorney online or when you're communicating with your attorney if you're incarcerated and you're talking to them on the phone that they're, look at this. This is funny. So you know that, remember I made that tweet about the LBGTQ plus rainbow flag mural in South Florida that was vandalized when a truck decided to drive over it and do a burnout because the mural was painted on a street where trucks drive and most of the time do burnouts. Well, apparently the city painted back over it and then a bunch of kids on bicycles went and did burnouts. And it's so funny. It's so funny because they shouldn't be painting that shit on streets. And it's not, I'm not saying the LGBTQ plus flag is shit. I'm saying it doesn't make any fucking sense. Look at the colors of it and all the different lines and all that. There's way more than LGBTQ plus in there. Doesn't make any damn sense. But apparently those kids went and did burnouts on the on this flag after it was painted over after the Ford Dually, the badass truck, did badass burnouts. You know, my comment was like, you know, I think the town issued a press release saying, you know, they're seeking the truck who defaced the state property. And I'm like, well, shouldn't you be seeking the people that deface state property by painting a giant fucking flag on the road where trucks drive? And just like every other street, including my street, and I live in a small ass community, including my street, we got burnouts all over our street. You know what I mean? Burnouts are like a rite of passage. If you get a driver's license, at some point you've done a burnout, right? You know, the power slides and all, you know what I'm saying? Buster Tosh said that's defacing city property, the rainbow flag. Yeah, you mean putting the rainbow flag on city property is defacing it. Yes, I agree. I agree. And hopefully they catch the city employees who painted that and charge them with defacing city property. You know? I don't know. Nikki Wolf said, you think it would break attorney-client privilege by listening in to conversations between attorneys and their clients, i.e. prisoners? Yes, you would think so. Plus, there's all sorts of allegations where the FBI is apparently manufacturing evidence in the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers cases, or not the Oath Keepers, I think it's the Proud Boys cases with that are connected to January 6th, and there's been motions for mistrials based on newly sworn testimony that an FBI agent testified that they only had about, and I don't know the numbers, about 300 line items of text. But then when one of the attorneys, like the defense attorneys, like witnesses, were able to uncover that there were actually over 1,000 hidden lines on the spreadsheet. They literally tried to say, well, the judge actually ordered the defense team to not look at the documents anymore and not distribute it to anybody else, saying that those lines are classified. Like, it's so weird, dude. Like, yeah, like everyone could be like, okay, you went to the Capitol, you committed a crime. Okay, that's I'm on that path. You know, especially the people that pushed through officers, went through broken windows. Everyone knows that. I've already said it ad nauseum, right? But we have this little thing that we're supposed to have called due process. It's funny how the left will cheer on due process or will advocate for due process when an offender is, let's say, a terrorist that attacks, police officers in Atlanta, Georgia, right? Or when they'll argue due process when, people that attack a courthouse in Portland, Oregon keep getting released and having all their charges dropped. But it's not due process, or they don't care about due process, or due process be damned, when it has to do with people that are aligned to a political ideology that they disagree with. It's very, very weird. You know, it's very, 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 very weird. Someone said a mass shooting in Hamburg, Germany, which occurred in a Kingdom Hall building, a Jehovah's Witness meeting place. Got you. Yeah, I know. All you guys are saying it. Someone said, wait, Mexico warned Biden for what? I don't know. Jeff said, nice due process, 2 years held in jail without bail. Yeah. And they argue that they are doing due process by locking up nonviolent people, saying that they are violent and the public needs to be weary of them, that's not due process. And the fact that the Department of Justice is literally arguing that they're not even allowed to see videotape, which, like, Tucker Carlson made a really good point yesterday, okay? The video of the dude with the stupid horns on his head and all that stuff, he pled guilty. He's not going to get a new trial because he pled guilty. He could appeal his guilty plea because of the new evidence that was seemingly withheld by the Department of Justice. But he's not going to get a new trial because he pled guilty. He waived his right to a trial by pleading guilty. Do you know what I mean? But, that video yesterday showed what we all thought, in terms of his involvement. Because I swear, they say those videos weren't released, but I could have swore, and maybe April would be a good person to ask about it. I could have swore I've seen the video of him walking through where there was those 9 police officers and he walks by them. I swear I've seen that video before somewhere. I don't know where, but I swear I have. Someone else said something else about something else. Someone said, has all the coffee orders got out? Yes. Who was that? Lee, right? Lee Czar. What? You were I don't know, man. Can you send me an email, Lee? Steve@puretruthcoffee.com. I know you get the free coffee, and I said I was going to send you a quarter, but I don't remember what coffee you wanted. So I said I was going to send you like 3 months at once because the shipping to Alaska is entirely too expensive. Can you send me an email, Lee, with the coffee that you want? Steve@puretruthcoffee.com. And I will get those out. If you choose Awake Not Woke or Blueberry, I'm not going to have any of those until Monday. But otherwise, I will grind up your coffee and send it out to you tomorrow, unless you want whole bean, and I'll still send it out to you tomorrow. But, because I don't know if I sent yours. And if I did send it, just let me know, and then, we'll just credit 1 month. Because I don't remember. I'll be honest. But I know you're honest, so you'll tell me. So if you get your coffee after 2 days after I mail you a big quarterly, thing of coffee, you'll be like, hey, Steve, you're an idiot. You sent me 2 orders of coffee. And I'll be like, yeah. Buster Tosh said, I think it's funny that the cartel gave up 5 people with a note saying, I'm sorry, after the threat of military intervention. South America knows all about the CIA and FBI. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, and see, here's the thing. There's a bunch of conservatives online that are So apparently, and this was one of the things I was going to talk about today, apparently every single one of the 4 people that were kidnapped, including the 2 that were murdered, have convictions related to drugs, including the woman who's going to she has the worst ones, if you ask me. Because, I think 2 of the dead people had charges related to, 2 of the people that were killed had charges related to selling controlled narcotics on school grounds or nearby school grounds. However, the lady that was going to get the tummy tuck, allegedly, not allegedly, it's confirmed, she was charged after a Child Protective Services investigation into her 8-year-old daughter who tested positive for methamphetamines. So she was charged with, harming children and all that stuff in the past. It's what I've seen online, and so it leads a lot of people to the conclusion that they weren't actually going for a tummy tuck. They were going to buy drugs or something like that, right? Which I could see that argument. But I'm a firm believer that I don't really like to shit on the dead too much, and especially not if someone has a criminal background, because I do believe people can change, and there's no evidence that's been furnished saying they were going to actually purchase drugs. The only evidence that's been furnished by their family members is that the lady was going to get a tummy tuck. And while there are weird scenarios, like one of the guys that was killed, he allegedly didn't even tell his wife that he was going to Mexico, which doesn't make any fucking sense in the first place either. It's just very weird stuff about that whole case, if you ask me. I don't care who you are right there, but it's weird. It makes you scratch your head and say, what the fuck? What are they doing? Anyway, guys, just in case you didn't know, we still have like 8 more of these bundles. I really, really, really need to sell them all today. So I'd really love for you guys to buy them. There are mini ammo can bundles. Each bundle comes in a 30 caliber ammo can. It's got a bag of coffee. It's got a book written by one of our viewers about the Border Patrol and his time as a Border Patrol agent. It's got a bag of coffee, patches, a hat, or not a hat, patches, stickers, and a t-shirt. So I really, really, really need people to buy these ammo cans. Please do not use the discount code, because what I'm trying to do, guys, you want to hear my awesome secret? I'll tell you my awesome secret. You ready for my awesome secret? So you know how I was gonna do the coffee cans, the limited edition coffee cans? I decided I want to get even more creative with that. All right, you guys ready for this? It's gonna blow your mind. I'm doing coffee pints. What? 16 ounce, like the tall boy beer cans. And instead of beer, they're gonna have the whole top. They're called super something. But the whole top actually pulls off, and I'm gonna have coffee in there. Isn't that cool? So I'm actually kind of excited about it. It's a little bit cheaper than doing the big coffee cans, but it allows us to really like do something that's different. You know what I mean? And so I'm kind of excited about it. And we could do whole bean and ground. And because the initial purchase is cheaper, I may still do with the coffee bags. You may still get the big 12-ounce things of coffee. But I'm not quite sure, because if I go the 8-ounce route, then you will get 2. So you'll actually get, 8 ounces more of coffee. If that makes, no, you'll get 16 ounces. So you get 4 ounces more of coffee. But I don't know. I'm kind of excited about it because I think it's something different. Something different. My wife thinks it's an interesting idea. She's like, why don't you just stick with the coffee bags? I'm like, because I want to be different, you know? And then I could do like variety bundles. I could do everything. And I'll be honest, it gets the infrastructure already in place for me to be able to do to cold brew drinks and stuff like that when we're out and about. Because that's the other thing. I don't know what it was. Today I was thinking about something. I was driving back up and I'm listening to people, and I think I listened to a podcast where someone's like, listen, you may have this idea and you may postpone the idea because you don't have enough money, or you may not do this, or you may not do that. And he's like, you'll make every excuse in the book on why you can't do something. And he goes, when you make the decision to do it, even weighing against those things, that's how you know you're actually going to be successful. And so it's for that reason that I'm going to be completely remodeling the current trailer we have, because I may have found a location where they'll let me park the trailer and leave it there and serve coffee in a very busy place. So I won't have the foot traffic issues, and that place is big enough that I can, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Am I still live? Because my chat hasn't moved in a long time. So I guess no one was commenting. But yeah, the chat hasn't moved. It just stayed. The last comment I had was 5:45, so 2 full minutes ago. It was Nanner on YouTube saying, I love to cook too. It was like, they got, what is that? Police helicopter coming in? That didn't look like a typical police helicopter. Didn't look like a typical police helicopter. Wow, that camera is way zoomed in. Did we freeze? I don't know. My chat didn't move for a long time. So I was like, where is all you guys? Like YouTube, or Rumble, nobody's watching. What the fuck? Is it just not working? No, Rumble's working too. I guess nobody cares about police chases. See, I should have just did my regular show. Because if I guarantee if I did all my regular show instead of showing this damn police chase shit, I would have sold all these cans by now. Wonder why they backed everyone off. Did they back everyone off? They backed the one car off just a little bit. Stacy said, finally, I'm able to chat. I've been watching since the show started. Why, you weren't able to chat? We're watching intently, said Nanner. Nanner. But yeah, it's It's pretty cool. So I'm going to remodel, and I'm going to document it too. And I may, there's only one thing about building out the coffee shop on wheels. That's what I'm going to call it. The one thing I'm worried about is I have to put in a concession window. And if anyone like knows me personally, you know, I'm not that good at doing anything really, really, really well. Like that requires fine detail, if that makes sense. So when you put in these, and I've watched video after video after video, you got to pull down all the paneling inside, which I'd have to do anyway to install power. But then you have to mark up and measure where the window is going to sit from the inside and from the outside. And then you got to cut it out on both sides. And then you also got to cut the paneling that you're putting on the inside, which I think I have to replace anyway and make it food grade. But I'm worried, like anyone who saw the trailer when I took the trailer to Texas, or I took the trailer to North Carolina, or any of the other Trump rallies or anything like that, you saw one side, when I put the lettering on, was perfect. It was amazing. The other side was at an angle. And so I got so mad too, because I didn't even notice when I was putting it on that it was crooked. It wasn't until I took a couple of steps back and I'm like, fuck, I was so mad. But that's the biggest thing that I have to worry about and figure out how to do it, because I want to do it right over the wheel wells, and I have to cut through the supports, and I can't weld. So essentially what I'm going to do is use the 2x2 pieces of wood and basically build, you know what I mean? Yeah. Someone said, ooh, putting a window cool, cut twice, measure once. Yeah. But the thing is, the window has to be level, and it has to be like, you can't cut the window too big. I'd be better off cutting it too small. Do you know what I mean? Than cutting it too big. But I'm going to have to cut with like an angle grinder, the metal on the side to fit a big concession window. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Someone said, are they waiting for SWAT? I don't know. I mean, I can't think they're worried about him having a weapon, because he's had both hands out. He does have a tank on his, he keeps huffing some gas from the tank that he has. And then he's also got a vape that he's pulling on too. So I don't know. Linda said, did you decide not to teach police advanced first aid? I'm probably about not using the right term. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I am setting up the nonprofit, but it takes a little bit of money to do that. But I'm going to go back for my EMT and then probably get the license, because all I have to do is just take 40 hours of continuing ed and then resit for the certs, because I've already been nationally licensed. But to be an EMT instructor, you have to be affiliated with an EMT organization that then has to be licensed in every state. So what I realized may be more beneficial is to start a nonprofit and use the nonprofit to, because I've reached out to several police departments that are currently doing a similar program, and I've already reached out to them. And one of the things they said is that they don't necessarily need the training, because they can get that from their emergency services side. They can do the training. What they need is because in order for the police officer to be a non-medical transport vehicle to be able to function, right? They need to have AEDs. They need to have a full med kit in order to get state licensure to have their vehicles. Which is silly, because they're already cops and their vehicles are already emergency vehicles. But in order to operate as an EMT, the vehicles, in addition to being law enforcement vehicles, they also have to be non-transport emergency medical vehicles. They have to have the certification, at least in this state. And in order to do that, they have to have a full battery of everything they need. And there's a specific license or specific requirements that you need in order to have it. For example, like I have a go bag in the back of my RV that I used in my vehicle when I was firefighter EMT, because my vehicle I responded to scenes sometimes. So I had lights and siren in my car, but my car was registered with the state as a non-transport emergency medical whatever. The fire department was the one that did it, but I also responded to hazmat too until they gave me a truck. So that's when I talked to the one sheriff's department, they said that's really where they need help, is getting the funding to outfit their vehicles so they can get that. So I think it's going to be around, I want to get my EMT license and back and then get my EMT cert, because I think I would like to offer free EMT classes for the general public, because I think it's such a rewarding job. And to be honest, I could teach at that level. As soon as I get my EMT cert back, I could teach at that level. I can't teach anything advanced, but I could teach at that level. But you need to be associated with a training facility, and that training facility has to be under medical direction. So if we, as the nonprofit, try to become a certified training facility so that I could work under that umbrella, we would have to pay a doctor a shit ton of money to be, so we'd be under medical direction, if that makes sense. So what we may do is do different events, do a community like CPR. I can go get my CPR license. I'm still certified with the CPR as a healthcare provider, so I can get my instructor license, do free CPR classes for the public. That's what I want it to be, because I really enjoy the medical side of things. Where are these cops going? They're going back in there. Are they going to clear another unit out? I can't believe it. So all of the officers that pulled back. Someone made Nanner said, how long does it take the initial EMT license certification? It takes, I think it took me 10 weeks, something like that, going twice a week and every other Saturday, 2 nights a week. So it was like 4 hours in class. But right now, the only thing I need to do, because my certification, I kept it active, even though I left the fire department and left medicine in general, I kept it active for 3 years. So all I have to do is 40 hours of continuing education, which I can do online. And then I have to sit again for the national test, and then I have to do the state tests. Well, I have to do the state cognitive test. I think the national test is through like Perkham or wherever those ones are, where you go and do it there. But last time I passed it, I thought I failed, but I passed it. But yeah, I just think it would be interesting to do it that way. And granted, I don't have a lot of free time, but this whole new approach that I'm going to be taking pretty soon to life should free up a little bit of that time. Because typically what I've been doing, and you guys know, is typically my stream is done by now. And I'm already on my way home. I'm hanging out with my family. I don't really necessarily want to go right now because my little kid is puking and shitting all over the house. However, I am going to end this in just a few minutes and then go. But yeah, I miss the medical side of my former short career, because it's one of the most fulfilling things I've ever done in my life. Just helping people that way. Janine said, I wonder if fire departments are requiring COVID vaccines to be hired on as an EMT. No, some are. Some police departments are. Philly, they have a massive shortage of police officers, but you have to have proof of vaccination in order to work there, or a valid exemption. I'll put the link for this before I end. Don't worry, so you won't miss it. But I'll put the link. Looks like the sheriff's SWAT vehicle is getting there. What do you think he's gonna do? Just pull straight up to it? Well, they can't, because he can't go anywhere, right? But he's gonna pull up. Maybe that's why that police car was getting out of the way. But they're not gonna move the other police car, and they can't. It doesn't appear that they could pull up to the front of that vehicle, because it doesn't look like that's a roadway. What's in the back of the truck? I don't know. My belief is that it looks to be like tree stumps cut up. April said, I choked on a pickle once. My EMT friend jumped up and wrapped her arms around me to try to help, and my husband just sat there and said, go to the light. Oh, April. You so funny. There is no law they won't kill you to enforce. Huh? Dude was trafficking firewood. Up. This is live. SWAT's moving up. These look like SWAT guys. They're going to try to tear gas him out. Look, he's not watching the rear view. They're moving up. Oh, they're getting into the police car. What are they doing in the police car? Did they do all that just so he could get into the car? Yep, they did. Was he worried he had the keys in the car? Yeah, that would be something to be worried about. Can you imagine if that dude was just like, shit, I missed my chance. The cop left the keys in the cop car. You know? Someone said they were doing that to be able to move the car. I don't think you're going to be able to access the driver's side from the passenger side of a police car because they have all the computer equipment, the radios, and all that stuff. Let's see. Did it come back? We lost it for a minute. Not quite sure why. Oh, what is going on? We lost it for a minute. Did it come back? Yeah, let me just close some of these windows. All April's hard work. I'll just close all these things that I'm not going to get to talk about. Because maybe that'll help. All right, it's back. I'm just closing all my extra windows. I don't think that's what it was anyway, but you guys should buy this ammo can bundle, this mini bundle, $75, and that includes shipping. If you order it today, you will get shipping notice first thing in the morning. I'm only going to stay live for a few more minutes. I will put the link so where you can watch this in case my feed does drop out, but I do got to go home because I got to open the coffee shop in the morning, and I may have to drive myself. Oh, there's the Bearcat. There he is. So what do you think? What are they going to do? Just get him with an LRAD and all that stuff? Does anybody know, like, have any of the other news stations said why the police are not moving in on him yet? I mean, they used tear gas, they used pepper balls, they used all that stuff, the non-lethal, maybe even beanbag rounds, I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know why they're not going. Janine said, how's the coffee shop business? It's slow. Our town just doesn't have foot traffic. So we're not getting as many people coming in as we need for the proof of concept portion. So that's why I'm going to build out the trailer, you know, within the next couple of months. And so that way, hopefully by June, you know, I'll build out the trailer and then we'll put the trailer in a busier location. And then we could pop around and do festivals and stuff like that. But yeah, in terms of traffic here, I don't think anybody came in today. Yesterday we had 3 or 4 people. One person bought a bag of coffee. 2 days, or no, so Saturday someone bought a patriotic ammo can bundle, and I think I sold 2 bags of coffee. So yeah, not doing enough to justify it, but it is getting the word out. I got to get business cards made for the shows and all that stuff because everyone asks about it. Someone said you were reading he's a DWI suspect. All right, here's the Bearcat coming down. Boom, 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 boom. He has a nitrous tank on his lap, which he's huffing. Has that been confirmed as a nitrous tank, though? And what are they going to do for this Bearcat to get in there? That's the thing that doesn't make any sense. Are they going to move this one police car here? They're going to move that fella, and then this guy's going to get out, and then this car is apparently not going to go anywhere? I mean, I wouldn't, if I was a cop, he has nowhere he can go anyway. Well, I guess he could drive down this thing, right? God, he's lucky he hit those barriers because he would have ended up in the thing right there. What do you call that? The canal. He would have ended up in the canal. This was earlier, what you're seeing right there, when they were throwing tear gas and stuff in there on him. Someone said, I don't know if it's Nas for sure. Do we have Bearcat music? I don't. Fox 11, Steve? Yeah, I don't want to listen to what the... I'm trying to get them to not take down my video. So, and I'm hoping that because what I'm doing right now should utterly be covered by fair use because I'm providing commentary over a video, pretty much nonstop talking, you know? But... time is it? 1:34. Fucking A. Kind of ruined my entire show, though. I talked about most of what I wanted to talk about, but he's caught on a barrier. He already tried to leave and just burnt his tires. Has anyone seen him try to go forward? I saw him try to go backwards, and you can tell when they zoom in on the vehicle again. Look at where the rubber is. I wonder if his transmission is blown too, because he has no rubber behind him. That's where you would think. If he was doing burnouts to try to go forward, there would be rubber behind those wheels. There isn't. There's rubber in front of those wheels, meaning that he's trying to reverse. My guess is that he hit one of those posts and it's doing exactly what it's supposed to and preventing him from going forward. When he went into reverse, when we first kicked it on, when we saw him, when we first kicked on the feed, he tried to go in reverse and he was moving the police car behind. So he's got a little bit of play that way. But I don't even know if his truck's on anymore. He's got to have some sort of weapon or something where he's, see, he's still hitting whatever that is, whether it's nitrous or what. He's still hitting it. But he's got to have a weapon or something. I don't know why they haven't moved him or, got rid of him. Sarah said you need to see what happens before you go to work. Hell yeah, you do. Also, by the way, I want to remind all of you guys about something awesome we have today. It is our mini ammo can bundle, $75. That includes shipping. It's a 30 caliber ammo can, a bag of coffee. Oh, they're going to ruin someone's yard. A bag of coffee. It's also going to have stickers, patches, a t-shirt, and a book written by one of our viewers called First Line of Defense Inside the U.S. Border Patrol. It's written by James McFadden. I think he's a retired Border Patrol agent. And it's a pretty good book. They sent it to me a long time ago, and I think it would be a great addition. And so they sent me a bunch of them because I couldn't find it online. And now we're including this in one of the books. So if you want to support this by buying one of the new, what do we call it? The mini ammo can bundles, which you can do by clicking this link right there. The link that's in your chat, or if you're watching on your phone, or if you're watching on your like a computer, or you're watching on a big screen TV, scan that code right there. Scan that code right there. Fuck. I don't want to go home, dude. My wife, she texted me over an hour ago. I've officially been thrown up on. You can grab a Cabernet with the Pedialyte. Oh man. Man, I may go home, grab Pedialyte from like Walgreens and CVS and a bottle of wine for her, and then just come right back here. I'll be honest, because I don't want to get sick, and he has been sick. I wonder if she's called out yet. Because when I asked her before, she said, I want to find out if he's still got to be. I wonder if she's called out yet. There's no point in going live again tonight because no one will get a notification. That's the problem with YouTube notifications. No one will even know I'm live. I'm late arriving. Where is this taking place? I think it's San Bernardino, California, somewhere around there. It's, no, Compton, California. This is in Compton, California. This is where they tried to pit him. They tried to pit him a bunch of times. Look, they almost got him right there. Oh, but he finagled through. Oh, he's like, oh shit, where do I go now? These cops need to be more aggressive and put a stop to it. That's what they should have done. That's what they should have done. Been more aggressive. Do you still have the camper asleep in that? It's cold, bruh. I just looked that on Fox 10 and it is NOS. So nitrous oxide. Do you get high off? Well, I guess you do, right? But other notifications show up so people can then go to YouTube if they want. Yeah, that's true. No, I mean, they've been in the bedroom, because I asked them to stay out of the living room because that's where I'm going to be for the night. He's just chilling there. I really don't understand this. And I know it's like I got to go to the bathroom, and I know if I go to the restroom, something's gonna happen. I guarantee it. But I gotta use the restroom. I'll stay live for a few more minutes. If one of you guys could, just buy it. Like, listen, if you like my coverage, just buy a bag of coffee. Anything. It truly helps it. It makes it worth it for me to stay here and do all this stuff. And it's just a great way to support it. Plus, you're getting something. Go to Pure Truth Coffee. You can buy that ammo can bundle if you want. It'll ship tomorrow. All of our coffee will ship tomorrow, excluding Blueberry, Cobbler, and the Awake Not Woke, because we're currently out of both of those. But I'll be right back. I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. There's going to be no sound, okay? No sound for a few minutes. Actually, I'll turn the sound on in this feed. What the hell?
Squeeze through the patrol cars and actually hit them. So, in theory, you actually have assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer. A felony crime, a level 1 felony crime, which ultimately leads us to the higher degree of operations on this because you have a felony. No longer do you have just misdemeanors.
Well, and let's also not forget, to your point, Colleen, it's not just the vaping in the sense that we saw him huffing in a balloon. I mean, so whatever substance is in that canister for the chase, so there's some sort of illegal usage of a controlled substance, probably. So there's that as well. But that was an odd part of the chase that we were noticing when it was happening, was he's driving around reasonably, but he's got this monstrous balloon with him that he continued to fill up, inhale it, fill it up, inhale it. And then once he got to the place where he is now, he just ditched the balloon, and now he just breathes straight out of the canister that he has there. And it's a large canister, I've been told that sometimes people are using the nitrous oxide, for whipped cream and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This looks like something you use to fill balloons up. It's that kind of a large container, which you can see it in the cab. That he was really using it quite frequently at the outset of this standoff right here. But for the chase, he was using a balloon. He was driving around with a balloon.
Bruce, what do you have you come across any sort of what are you thinking he's inhaling?
I would go along with that. I was going to ask, and then I'll get back to your points. If Air 7 HD possibly can use that zoom little lens to see what he is exactly doing inside that cab. We're not going to give away any secrets. We're not.
We have a different helicopter apparently, Bruce, so we can't quite zoom in like we normally do. But you saw the canister just there again. You see that large canister that he breathed out of and then put it down.
Like a hookah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with what Colleen said, I believe, the nitrous oxide, or you might have said that, Philip. That's what he's doing, and he is ultimately high on that, and that's not going to change. And, that just compounds the problem because he is not in the right state of mind.
Well, and it's not changing because he continues to use. It would be one thing if it was an empty canister now, and he would just be sitting there and eventually begin to sober up, in a manner of speaking. Yes, I mean, at some point you do sober up, but if not, if he continues to huff, I mean, if he just continues to use it over and over, nothing changes. And here comes the Bearcat.
Yeah, now it'll be interesting to see how you have these cars that are parked. This is obviously a narrow street, and then you can see the barrier, so cars can't obviously go over and crash into the wash. So these are tight quarters right here, Bruce.
Yeah, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to get that Bearcat to replace that patrol vehicle. And like we just talked about, it's a very tight street with cars on both sides. It's going to be tricky, but that's what they want to do. And so we're there.
That's not what they want to do. I know what they want to do. The SWAT team's going to go and they're going to put a stop to this. The Bearcat is pushed up against the police car to stop the police car from moving when they do it, because the police car, there is movement when he goes in reverse. The police car does move. I don't know. And so they're not going to swap the Bearcat out with the police car because it's simply not. Like if I was, I would write off the police car and push that dude right over. Just push him into the canal, because at least, you know, the vehicle at that point is thumped. I would get on the loudspeaker and I'd be like,
Okay, sir, it's time that you put your seatbelt on. What you are going to feel is not going to feel good. Put your seatbelt on. Do not step out of the vehicle. We are going to push you into the canal.
I don't know why I do the thing. I think it just adds dramatic effect. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do.
Sir, can you please stop taking the big puffs of nitrous? It's going to kill whatever brain cells you have left, sir. Please stop, sir. You know? Oop.
I kept it on. Dude, do you guys think he's
Talking like this? I didn't even think about it. He's doing nitrous. Doesn't nitrous? No, helium. Helium's what makes you... Man, if I ever get in a police chase, I hope I have a tank of helium with me. So I can be like, sorry, officer.
Ay. That would be funny. That would be funny. Maybe that's why the cops are standing back. Maybe it is helium and not nitrous. And he's like,
I'm not getting out of the car. There's nothing you can do.
Sir, stop taking the nitrous.
No, I'm never getting out of this car. I'm gonna stay here forever. Do you think
he's doing what like all the sovereign citizens say? Like, you work for me. Like all that stuff. You work for me. Like he's got one hand out the window. Like I would release a police dog right now. I'll be honest. This is a way every tax-paying human right now should be pissed off that our police, you know, our dollars, and make no mistake, even though this is California, your the tax dollars are going towards us. Someone said huffing makes your voice lower.
Oh, does it? And it makes you talk slower too. Oh, I'm gonna just take another huff real quick of this nitrous.
Yeah. The cops don't want to laugh at him, so they stay away. He was leaned way out, like, man, that's why I couldn't be a cop. I would just I would have already walked over and shot him with the non-lethal and been like, get out of your car. Enough. Like if I was a neighborhood like that, and the dog is still there. Look at the dog in the yard. The dog is just sitting there watching everything going on. The dog's not even leaving. It's not a real dog. Oh, they got 2 Bearcats. I wonder if that's a real dog. What the fuck are they going to do with all the Bearcats? He has to have a weapon. He has to have a weapon. For them not to move in on him, he has to have something. Explosives. They're worried about him detonating the nitrous, maybe. I don't know. Because nitrous is flammable, yeah? Is nitrous flammable? Is it flammable? Flammable nitrous? Keith Solar on Rumble said it looks like bales to you. Nitrous is flammable. Used to never. Nitrous oxide is odorless, color. Oh, it's non-flammable. While nitrous oxide is not flammable, it will support combustion to the same extent as oxygen. It leads to a state of euphoria. It will support well, oxygen can explode. What? It's an oxidizer and will increase the intensity of a fire. It's done. So if he is in fact doing nitrous, why I don't understand this. I don't know why they're not moving in on him. Is that a real dog? That can't be. That's the most well-behaved pooch in the world. The fence is open. They're about to. Isn't moving? Do they not even see the dog there? He's not even like freaking out as people are coming on their property. I swear he was laying down before. Yeah, I know it's really small here. Let me make it kind of bigger. That's a dog. It's a real dog. Look, he's behind my head. It's a real dog. He just sat there and moved his head around. That is the world's best behaving dog.
Breaking news, we've got the world's best behaving dog at the scene. We're gonna go and we're gonna send the feed down to the dog. Dog, tell us what's going on. Well, thank you. That was our dog correspondent down at the scene.
If you can't tell, I'm so over covering this right now. If you can't tell. Oh my goodness. I'm staying live hoping that someone's going to buy one of these bundles or all of them. I have 8 left. Hope. Why do birds suddenly appear? There's a zoom in. So now when I'm zooming in like that, it's because I'm trying to see, because I got it up on the big. He's still huffing away. He is still huffing away. Do you think he's just waiting until he finishes everything and then he's going to surrender? Like peacefully? Look at the fucking resources they're using, dude. That pisses me off. That is like the best dog ever. He's not barking. He's not. Look at what? Is this guy going over to pet the dog? He is. The dog's just staring at him. Oh, the dog's on a leash to the gate. Oh, what the fuck? Whose fucking dog is that? They had the dog chained to a fucking gate the whole time? Oh, the fucking scumbag owners. Are you fucking kidding? There's a hostage situation. Are you kidding? The dog was chained to the damn gate. The dog was like leashed to the gate. Fuck these people. That dog was sitting there like that being a super good dog because he was scared out of his fucking mind. Think about all the tear gas they threw in there, everything that dog sucked up and had to deal with while the owners were probably evacuated from their fucking house by these sheriffs that won't fucking put an end to this bullshit. I would lose my shit. If I was a cop right there, I'd be like, what? I would go rip that dude out by his hair and throw him over the cliff myself. Shit. That pisses me off. That dog wasn't a stray. The dog was on a leash. That dog was a well-behaved dog. Okay, with all those people there, all of the cops there, everybody. But I mean, it's only 66 degrees today in California. But damn, bro, that poor doggy. That pisses me off. Like if I was that cop that picked up that dog, I would be yelling at those fucking dog owners. Be like, do you not see what's going on outside? Why didn't you get your fucking dog? You scumbag. Piece of shit. Hey, I'll be honest. Excuse my language, everybody that has juvenile ears. But damn. I thought he was just a good dog. Someone said he was running in front of the truck earlier. Was he? What, when the truck was parked? Yeah, let's see. This was earlier. No, the dog's on the gate. I saw the leash. Yeah, see, the dog is laying right there, sitting at the corner. This is earlier. Here's all of them. This has been, see the dog back. This was what? An hour ago. The dog is still there, chained up. Dog is there. This is an hour and 20 minutes ago. We keep zooming in and out, trying to see. This was him late, earlier. This is about when we started covering it. Hour and 48 minutes ago. Dog, no, see this bullshit. Hour and 49 minutes ago. The dog is still chained to the fence. Here is 2 hours ago. Let's see, is he chained to the fence up there? I can't see. No. Yeah, he's still. This right here is 2 hours and 15 minutes ago, and the dog was still chained to a fence. This was live during the police chase. Who's the person that said the dog was running around in the front of the car? Clearly, that's not true. The dog has been, this is the police chase before they got him all stopped. See, he's still driving there on the left. They got him on the road. Here he is driving. This is where he gets stopped. There's another dog that's in a fenced yard. Oh, zoom out, you son of a bitch. Here's him coming. Look, they zoomed way in on him now. He's trying to figure out where to go. He just realized he can't. He's still huffing in the car. Oh, he's got the balloon. See him? So this is that white fence. The dog is chained up the second he gets there. First off, whoever said the dog was running in front of the truck, you're a fucking liar. The dog is chained to the fence, and this is approximately 2 hours and 20 minutes ago. The dog was out there in the hot sun. So all of the tear gas, everything that this guy, was thrown at this guy, that dog was downwind of that the whole time. He was not trotting by. We just watched it live. We just saw it live the whole time he was out there. Nanner, don't spread misinformation, Nanner. You made a mistake. It's fine. I'll forgive you. That dog was out there the entire time. All of the tear gas and pepper balls and everything. That dog was out there the whole time. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? No, Nanner, there were no dogs running in front of the damn truck. You saw the black truck, or the black dog that was over here in the upper corner by the thing up there. There was a black dog behind that fence. All right. Well, you guys are gonna. It wasn't that dog. Okay, watch. Ready? We'll watch the whole beginning. Ready? Doop-a-doo. This is where he's driving down the road. Blah blah blah. Beep-a-dee. He's realizing he's got nowhere to go. He's sucking on his balloon right there. On the balloon. That's where he stops. Police are getting out. Someone said a black dog or a dog walks by. Here's the dog over here in a corner. The dog looks to be locked up in the cage over there. See, here he goes. There's a dog. The other dog is chained up to the fence right here the entire time. Oh my God. Oh God, nobody knows how long that dog was actually chained up out there throughout the whole course of the day. It actually looks like this dog is not fenced in. So maybe, Nanner, that's the dog. Maybe this dog got freaked out by all the cops. Yeah, see? The dog's not chained up. Aha! Now, does this dog, the dog that's over here somewhere, oh no, he's right here. No, he is. He's behind the gate, but that looks like an opening in the gate. That dog's scared. Let's see. I'm just waiting to see if a dog actually walks by this thing. Beep-a-boo. He's just doing his balloons. Let's speed up. We may have missed the dog. Up. There's cops down here on the side now. Up-a-doo. Scooby-doo. That's where they're all moving up because he's stuck there. Boom. They hit his car. He's still sucking on his balloon. Inside. No dog walking by. Whatever. Doesn't matter. They had that dog chained up for two and a half hours. That dog was chained up outside at least 2.5 hours. That's horrible. Those dog owners need to be found, and that dog needs to be taken. And that was a good doggy too. Chained up outside on the damn fence while you got a police chase bullshit going on right outside. Unbelievable. Yeah, no water either. So Deb, you are 100% right. There was no water bowl by him. Poor dog. People should own dogs. They have a nice yard, nice house too. I thought the dog was just chilling there being like a nice, good doggy. Like a good doggy. Bullshit. Someone said they're probably at work. You don't chain up a dog the entire time you're outside. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I understand if you got him on a lead or something like that. That was a leash to the gate. That's bullshit. Speaking of bullshit, you guys got to get your asses over to the store and buy this new mini ammo can bundle that we got. This bundle is sick, and it's cheaper than any other bundle we've ever done. Comes in a 30 caliber can, comes with a bag of coffee, stickers, patches, a t-shirt, and a book written by one of our viewers about their time as a Border Patrol agent. Go to the link in your chat. I did tell my wife I was going to be leaving because I have to go buy her wine and get my son Pedialyte because he's puking all over the house and all over my wife now, apparently. She's been cleaning up puke and shit the entirety of the day. Is the grass dirt where he is chained up? No, he was on grass. But if you guys want to be so kind, please, seriously, go buy one of these bundles. I've got 8 more. And if you order 2 of the same, I will make sure you get different roasts of coffee, unless you send me an email and say, I want the same. But you'll get 2 different. I'll make sure they're different t-shirts. I'll make sure they're different bags of coffee. But yeah, I got to go. I got to go be a husband and stuff like that. I stayed longer or live longer than I thought I was going to, right? So there's the link for this bundle. Please, guys, go buy the bundle. I only have 8 more. You'll really make my night if by the time I get home, all 8 of them are sold. Because we have a daily goal we're trying to get to be able to keep doing what we do every day. I am going to do something. I'm not going to announce it yet, but I'm going to do something so nobody will miss any of these committee hearings, because I think they're really important. Especially, they're not important for the context of what's in them because a lot of them are fake. But I think the committee hearings that we've been covering during the day, they're important for the world to see just how worthless these politicians are on both sides of the aisle. And that's why we've been covering them, to be honest, to be perfectly honest with you, to no bullshit, as the kids say. Whoa. Let me get rid of this. Let me get this over. Put the background. Bam. Bam. Put the background back. And then I will give you guys the link if you want to continue watching this. Here is the link right here. If you want to watch this on the actual news feed where we were watching it before, you can click that link and that'll take you over there. But please buy the bundle. I will see all of you guys tomorrow. There are hearings. Tomorrow's a Friday, but there are hearings. So we will likely be live during the day. And I appreciate everyone hanging out with me for the course of the day. It's been real, but I have to go and take care of my wife and get her wine before she loses her cool after cleaning up puke and vomit from the little guy all day. So I appreciate you guys. Pressed the wrong button, turned off the lights, but you know what that means. It means it's time for me to get the F out of here. We'll see you later. Bye.